All right, so we're here at the Core booth where our voices are awesome because we're in film. But we've got Ross from Core, and Ross has got lots of cool stuff. Tell me what we got.
So the voices are due to the B&H parties.
Yeah,
right? These are B&H party voices.
That had a little bit to do with it.
Yeah. So we released several new products. One being our new Helix Max Ultra packs. So the Helix Max Ultra are kind of a hybrid between our Helix Max and our new G3 housings. So you have 99 watt hour, 158 watt hour, 295, and 397 watt hour. What's really great about them, you have the RGB LED, side LCD, 2 PD Pro connections. So I know you're familiar with those with all the snaps and whatnot. So now you can charge these high voltage or dual voltage packs through USB-C PD. It's been a little chatter, and I don't mind how people talking about our products, good or bad, still good. There's no AI in here, all right? So real quick, there's no AI. It's AI enhanced. And what we did was, the first iteration of hot dual voltage battery packs went to the first generation of high voltage camera, right? And we've learned a lot over the past 3 years. So we took 3,000 lines of code and compressed it down to 2,100 lines of code that hums, there's like an engine in here with all the MCUs, and it's running at full efficiency. Besides that, we have NFC on here. They're available in V-mount, B-mount, and G-mount. We've seen kind of a nice uptick with these new cameras coming out. And great overall packs.
So the AI is really, you're using AI as a tool, like everyone should, to optimize and make the most efficient communications that you can.
Exactly. The past 2 years, not trying to share competitive data or to our competitors, we've leveraged AI as much as we can to even better vertically integrate to kind of hedge against some of these tariffs. Wherever we can find efficiencies that we could pass through, whether it's more productive product, more cost efficient product, we'll do it. I think these being the second generation of dual voltage packs, they're at the pinnacle of what we can provide for our industry in dual voltage performance.
And another positive, I think you had mentioned about the dual voltage, is if you use your new charger, it will charge it at high voltage, which cuts the charge time in half, or almost half.
Right, so the 99s on GTA charger charge in 45 minutes. So 4 99 watt hour batteries in 45 minutes. It's great if you're traveling through air, because the 99s, you're theoretically not limited how many you can bring on set or on the aircraft. So that allows you to rotate batteries more quickly, especially with these larger sensor cameras that draw a lot of power.
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
So one of the other things we released at the show is our new XL packs. So this caters to kind of the creator market. We took out
cheap?
less costly. Costly, we'll say.
Budget friendly.
So we were trying to hit a lower price tier than $199. I am a huge advocate of our Nano X packs. I think they're the best Nano pack on the market.
I even did like a rap about it.
Yeah. Do you have any puppets, Muppets hanging out? What we did was we took out the MLED display, because the embedded LED display, while fabulous, added to the BOM costs, and we want to bring the price down. So we added like this 1.5 inch OLED display that allows you to toggle between runtime and percentage. And we could also put your logo into it. So for those that want their logo in the product, and they can, or whatever else they want in there, they can do that through our rewards portal. These have PTAP, USB-A, USB-C, but we also added barrel connections. So you have 8 volt and 12 volt.
That's definitely creator market,
And they're available V-mount only in 99 watt hour and 147 watt hour, and they also have the quarter 20s on the backside. So another product, lower price tier.
And how much cheaper are these than the Nano X's?
So what we've done is
yes, tariffs and all that kind of fun stuff. Maybe don't lock in the price right now. Yeah.
No, we're pretty confident in what we can deliver. So these are $179 and $255.
Okay.
They utilize the same cells as the Nano X. Okay. It's really just about the display to bring the price here. They also don't have the NFC. So if you use Voltbridge ID, there is an additional premium cost to that. These don't have that, but they do carry SM Bus. Okay. So Komodo X, V-Raptor. So
they're communicating with the
Ursas, whatever else you have V-mounts on native, they will convey that battery percentage and potentially runtime. The Reds, they'll do both.
Right. Very cool.
Yeah. On to the next one.
Absolutely.
So our Snap platform, I am super passionate about. I think it is the future of our battery pack ecosystem. So this was the one we came out with last year, the 49 watt hour Snap. You do get 2 PD Pros that give you a wide range of voltage output, everywhere from 5 volts all the way up to 28 volts. They also pass data. So you can see on this Deity distributor, we're providing 15 volts and the battery is 58% remains. So, and it could also do it to like a KX. So we could get right through there battery data. If I take this cable just to do a quick demo, actually let's make it a little more interesting. So this is a 3-pin. I plug this in. Now I have 24 volts. So these two PD Pro ports are outputting both 15 and 24 volts simultaneously. And they also are 100% compatible with just USB-C PD. As you're familiar with, if I unplug this, I can charge these in a stack through USB-C PD, but now we've added the Snap It plates. So this is a V-mount to Snap. So I snap this on, and now I can put this on the back of a camera. I can put this on a V-mount charger and charge them in a stack too. Also available in gold mount.
Nice. But so wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more, because there's guys like Scott, in a good way, that challenge me and say, well, last year when we had it mounted on the side of a camera, how many of these can we add until they fall off? And there was a finite number. I think after 3, it started to get a bit dicey. So we've added in our new 98 watt hour capacity, Snap Lock. So Snap Lock, and anyone that has already bought our QR plate or our Snap It plates, it's already backwards compatible. You can see these little squares here. So we were forward thinking after the NAB show. Once engaged, you can lock it. Now you cannot disengage it.
Just a switch.
Just a switch.
That engages a
You could also keep the switch engaged. These, if we needed to, they're hard, very dense nylon, so they should stand the test of time, but they are replaceable.
Okay.
It engages even with the locking mechanism.
So it auto locks.
Auto lock.
Yeah.
And then you can stack more on, or I can stack this one on. I shouldn't say stack, I should say snap. Sorry.
Snap one on.
Snap one on. But there's more. These have SM Bus built within, but they don't, when used with V-mount or gold mount, convey SM Bus to the camera because they're missing a center pin.
Gotcha,
Here
gotcha.
we didn't drop the ball, we just rolled the ball.
Right.
These do carry SM Bus. So there's a center pin here, so this will carry SM Bus. But if you have, this is the primary battery pack in it. Once these are connected, the Snap protocol conveys SM Bus to this battery, so it'll aggregate and convey what the total percentage, average percentage is to the camera.
Yeah, so these two are talking using your technology, and this is the standard.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
So $259, 98 watt hours.
And locked
Locked
with
and
V-mount.
loaded, right.
So think of it as like a base, a good solid base that you're not at all concerned about. Add on, oh, we're running low. Oh, what a shame. Let's add some more batteries.
Snap another one on.
Snap one on. You should do a marketing campaign like that.
You haven't been on YouTube lately, have you?
No. What's YouTube?
Yeah. So these are going to be shipping in about 4 weeks, maybe a little less, and gold mount as well.
Gold mount for the same
right?
snap.
And we're even toying with a Komodo. Yeah, so you can put this on the back of a OG Komodo and snap one on.
And that would actually run for a long time.
Yeah. All right, so the last product set we have is our new Mnap ecosystem. So this takes the Snap protocol and scales it down for cross-platform, cross-voltage charging. So if you're a camera operator that has a Pixis or an FX6, let's say, and you have an L series monitor, you would have this pack and you have this pack, and you can put a USB-C PD into this pack and they'll charge as a stack.
So no longer are you trying to find the right charger for the right brick for the right.
You don't have to wake up in the middle of the night to change out, because typically those chargers are only like 2 bays.
Right.
So this allows you to put an infinite number.
And
now,
how fast do those charge?
It really depends on the input.
Okay.
So they'll go up to 65 watt input, and they'll distribute the power up the tier.
And these are 100 watt?
100 watt, up to 100.
And the dual voltage is 140?
Well, it's 100 input up to 185 output.
Okay.
So I think this will kind of streamline the whole camcorder charging system ecosystem. There is no finite number you can put in the stack, but I wouldn't Jenga it. Per se.
I mean,
I'd be somewhat responsible there.
But PD Pro.
But there's PD Pro on here too, and they have a little ring LED display.
Nice.
So what's nice about PD Pro in these applications is that if you have an onboard monitor and you want to stay really, really small, this L series, you can go PD Pro to USB-C for an FX30. You can go PD Pro to FX6. You can go PD Pro to 4-pin XLR. So you can power your camcorder or camera from this one pack.
That's cool. So I mean, you're adapting with batteries to all the different various battery styles out there, but you're minimizing your requirements of charging. You're making it easy, and expanding. You don't have to carry this specific cable for this specific thing. You just have your PDs.
The other thing is all the laptops nowadays use USB-C PD, so you literally have your charger anyway. And then what's also nice on the larger 98 watt hours, this is 70 watt hours, this is 98 watt hours, this will not work in a camcorder. Sony's no longer supporting the platform, we aren't either. This is an accessory pack.
Gotcha.
With these packs, whether it's Canon BPA or Sony BPU, if you have this in a Pixis, you have the PTAP, but now, so that can power a monitor, but now the PD Pro can power a Fizz, it can power a Teradek. You can get up to 28 volts. So now you have 2 output ports, one that's standard 14.4 nominal, and another one that's very dynamic.
And these are the standard watt hour as the other, like the
98 watt hours.
Yeah, okay.
100, near 100.
Very interesting. And I will point out too, Core does listen. They really, really do. So like, if you like what you see or you see something you don't, just let them know. They will write it down. I mean, they may or may not do it, but they do listen, and that's really cool for all of us because we get what we want. Eventually.
I mean, there's a lot of your suggestions in these products. You know, the little pull tab things, that was a big one.
I like those.
We've also, actually on the XLs, we've added, people were frustrated with us after the original Nanos. They had these little stacking nubs. We got rid of them on the Nano X because I was like, they just look like, they just don't flow. So we put them back.
Yay.
So we do listen.
It was kind of funny because I always have to stack mine in a certain order now because I don't have the nubs.
Apologies.
I mean, it's evolving in efficiency, and that's what I love about Core.
And you're going to start seeing both the PD Pro platform and the Snap platform on other devices very soon that are not made by Core.
Interesting. Interesting.
So even Mutiny has the side plate for the Snap,
Love Mutiny.
But there'll be even more integration both on the mechanical and the electrical end.
And so what is the availability of all this stuff then?
All the PD Pro cables are readily available. They're very economical, anywhere from like $19 up to $59. So they're no more costly than a USB-C cable or a P-top cable.
And then the
locking one is shipping probably the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
The snaps are already available.
Yep.
All these snap bits are available. These are probably going to be late May.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the G3, the Helix Max Ultras, end of this month.
Very cool. Thanks, sir.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right, so we're here with Kino's son, which many of you know. You've seen lots of photos online. He is representing a lot of different brands here in a big booth, but it's kind of, there's a whole lot of stuff here to see. So let's kind of do a walk and talk with him and see what he's got over here.
Okay, hey guys. So here I'm going to introduce you some of our new products. Here we are teamed up with Selens, Signature, and the Ready Ring. So firstly, we got like the suction cups. So we got 2 size. In the future, we're gonna make the 12-inch size. So this suggestion is coming from our, Scott. Scott just talked to me. We're gonna make the 12-inch, so which is being designed right now. So from here, we got a different the accessories for the car shooting. Is basically working on the filmmaking side. Basically, so this is gonna be targeted to the customer of the Hollywood people.
And also, this thing, you're not gonna believe how incredibly strong, this is.
I'm just gonna follow your feet because I know what's happening next.
These suction cups, come with me, come over here. Look at this. We got a whole FX30 with an Atlas Orion anamorphic on the camera rig, 3 suction cups. Look at that. Look at this. Nothing's gonna happen. It's mechanical, so that means if it starts to soften, it's gonna sharpen itself. My voice is gone because this is freaking crazy, y'all. You're not accepting it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's strong. It's stronger than Kofi. It's stronger than Tight Shirt Terry. This is incredible.
It's stronger than fresh coffee in the morning.
All right, just back to Kino. So next we're gonna introduce you guys about our the cart. We got a cart station here, so you can mount the DJI Master. So you can just put on the umbrella on the cart. Also, we can have a monitor with us mount, so we can mount the different monitors. So we got 3 sides of the cart. Come over here. So basically, we got 3 sides of the car. That's a large one. So as you can see, we are teamed up with a different brand. We got the live streaming floor. So if you are doing the live streaming, that's gonna be the really perfect size for you. We got a video switcher, we got a monitor, we got a card, we got a safety case as well. Okay. So here, that's our new card. So if you want to ask me, so what's the difference between here and the innovation card? We got a much more design. So for the details. So also you can see this card, we got the price. If you compare to the professional one, we got almost 50% cheaper than the professional one. Also, that's a different size of the car. This one is a small, and this one is a large car.
Very, very large.
Okay, the last we got the lighting stuff. Here gonna be the consumer light. We just trying to make the light from last year. So we got the 300x to 200x and also 100x. That's gonna be our lighting stuff.
Here's the Storm XT52. This is the brightest LED in the world. This light will put out, it's a 5,500 watt system, and it uses our Blair light engine, which is blue, lime, amber, indigo, red. That's a very efficient piece of technology. You use all the colors all the time. And what it means is that you're getting a lot of effective brightness relative to the wattage of the power of the system used. So you get from 2,500 to 10,000 degrees Kelvin CCT range with full plus minus green adjustment. But it also means, since it's 5 individual colors, that you have adjustable color in this light as well. So you have a huge range of control, and there is no other light system that with a power even beginning to get close to this that has adjustable color as well. It is the only one in the world. The light is IP65 rated. You can have it outside in the rain, because imagine with a light this bright, this powerful, you're gonna wanna be able to have it outside, so you can have it in the rain. To get a sense of the power in HMI terms, people are familiar with, if you have the medium reflector on, you're about 2/3 brighter than a 6K. If you have the narrow beam reflector on, you're brighter, considerably brighter than an M90, a 9K. So it's a very bright light system. I mean, you can see you're putting out a lot of light coming out of this thing. The head is 61 pounds. The control box, I call it the briefcase, as you can imagine why, is only 28 pounds. And by separating them, now you have I probably wouldn't put it on a little stand like this for an actual shoot, but you can put it on a lightweight crank stand. You don't have to have one of these like a big Long John Silver or something where it takes 2 people to even move that thing and stuff. One person can set this up and operate and deal with this, and it takes up less room in your truck. It does all the reasons that you would want to have, the things at a reasonable scale to be able to use it. The header cable is 7.5 meters as a standard header cable, but you can extend them. You can daisy chain up to 45 meters. So for dumb Americans like me, that's 148 feet, 15 stories up in the air. So you can now see that you can really get a lot of range and a lot of use out of this in a practical terms of the way we use these lights. With the 7.5 meter cable, this is drawing 5,500 watts of light. That means you can run it on a regular Honda 7,000 watt generator. If you want to extend it the full 45 meters, that will raise the power usage because it's a lot of copper you're pushing electricity through. That will raise it to about 6,000 watts. If you wanted to run it on a portable generator, you have a menu control in here to control the maximum output, and you can set it down to like the 5,500. You're still at 96% of the available output from the light. So now you can have it just running on its own generator. You can set it out in the field, do it. You have full freedom to use the light the way you would want to use it. It comes with regular reflector. We're showing it here with Fresnel, the CF16, that has a range from 18 to 50 degrees. It's a motorized system. So you can do it manual or you can do it motorized. So you can have that control and be able to do that remotely if you want to do it over your phone or from DMX or whatever control you might want to use. In addition to that, we have another accessory, which I find particularly clever. This is the Storm Parallel Beam 70. And this is a true Cassegrain reflector system. And the way that works is that the light comes in from the back, it hits a cone-shaped mirror, which then bounces light back onto the main mirror and shines it out in a super narrow 5-degree beam. So now it's not, some companies have set these things up where it's just a narrow reflector and they put some baffles on to try and stop the stray light. But the result looks terrible. It has a bunch of, you'll see in the shadows, you're getting direct light and you're getting the light off the baffles and stuff. And so you end up with multiple shadows. You end up with the light when it's hitting your a face or whatever surface, you'll see kind of weird shaping going on because it's coming from multiple sources, if you will, multiple directions. This is a true coalesced beam. Think of it as a telescope in reverse. That's like that Cassegrain kind of system. It really is like a telescope working just in the opposite direction. So you get a natural shadow behind the whatever you're lighting, and you get the shaping on surfaces, like the fall off on your face or whatever, is a natural sort of shape. So this becomes extremely useful, one as sort of that finger of God sort of beam of light that's coming down on something, you know, maybe shining through a window or whatever as a sunbeam, or you can bounce it off of like light bridge or whatever mirror systems and be able to get light to wherever you couldn't get it before. So imagine you're in a 3 or 4 story building, you don't have a way of being able to rig a light up high to shine in, but you could rig out a mirror out a window, and then from the ground, take this, shine it up into it, hits that, it's such a narrow beam that it just is hitting that mirror, and then that's reflecting back into your scene. You have a great level of control with what might seem like an esoteric accessory, but it's actually incredibly useful. So these all work together as a complete system. The Storm XT52 is going to be shipping next month. By the way, this is also flicker free. So if you're shooting high speed, you can do full 100% power down to 20% power, any color, and be flicker free. So, you know, when you're shooting high speed, you need a lot of light. Perfect for that. The light shipping next month. The accessories are coming right behind it, you know, within a month or so after that. Storm XT52 from Aputure. $13,100. But for you, $13,100.
What a deal.